I see my art as a journey. At one point, I made pencil crayon pieces of girls with big eyes and had exhibitions. It felt childish, so I went to university to do illustration, but was not financially competitive enough. I then did a master's in graphic design, which felt vapid and was very digital. I am now closer to where I started. I made work for the portfolio to join this course because I didn't want to show my past digital works, and I had an idea of where I wanted to be. It was something to do with the inner and outer self, psychology, daydreaming, fantasy, and the link between craft and femininity. This is what was feeding into my work at the beginning of the course. When I made the lampshade, I was applying all this: childhood, lost treasures, women's bodies, domesticity, craft, performance, and also wanting to cover it all up with sparkles, pink, and fantasy. To be pretty and dreamlike. I was going to make a whole bunch of lampshades, but my feedback from assessment 1 felt so unlike me that the praise of lampshades put me off making them. At the same time, I was thinking about teen and childhood, and bedrooms as places of hope, comfort, and establishing oneself, and so I took my sketches and started to make a quilt instead. I was obsessed with the idea of a big project, saying everything in the hope of being understood and proving myself. It was going really well, developing techniques, colours, and compositions, when I realised that the colour, delicacy, sparkles, everything was in order to please and out of fear of rejection, because I had no trust. I have been pulling back, trying to forget pleasing and softening. When I did finish the quilt, it was disappointing. I wanted to draw again, so I started printmaking and then using a sketchbook, which has been invaluable as a way of getting ideas out, letting them settle and sitting with them for a while, developing some and moving on from others. I have also been opening myself up to failure, play, and experiments. These silhouettes did not work out as planned, but the fabric arms have inspired me to try making fabric sculptures. The sketchbook has also made me think about materials and ways of making, which have led me to using clay, which is where I'm up to now. I have been reading about Louise Bourgeois, thinking about psychology and making emotions tangible, using memories to rework and remodel the past and let it go. I've also been reading about Yoko Ono and involving the audience, making them think and question. Finally, I've been reading about Anna Mendieta and thinking about how my work defines and redefines my boundaries and who I am.